My father always said to me, if you want to ride a motorcycle, you can. It's very dangerous. And he told me up front, you will never master the motorcycle. It will kill you before you master it. But I think just the thrill and the thought of once you're on that motorcycle, you're basically, your senses are really heightened, and you really feel alive when you're on a motorcycle. That's one of the reasons why I like to ride, and got together a bunch of guys, and that's how some of our trips got started. And over time I was very fortunate. I got to travel a lot of places by motorcycle and had some great times and not so many great times, but all in all it was a good venture, good journeys, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of friends going on the trips, and it's the sense of adventure. But when you're on a bike, you're out there, you're in the elements, you feel all the wind, you feel the rain, you hear all the noises, so it's really an experience. I mean, it is dangerous, but I think when you're on a bike, again, you're so aware of the danger that it becomes like a little bit of an adrenaline rush, because you're aware that at any moment in time, you could have a serious accident, or, you can really hurt yourself. So I think you become more aware of the road conditions, you become more aware of your surrounding, you're more aware of the movement on the road, the sides of the roads, what can come off the side of the road. When in your car, you don't think about that. There's airbags, there's seat belts. On a motorcycle, there's none of that. You're out there in the elements. I was 25 years old when I started college. Finished when I was 29. And in that period between 25 and 29, needing some college tuition money, some book money, I ended up selling my motorcycle. The Trident that I rode to Mexico, the Triumph, I sold to a friend of mine. And that money I got for the motorcycle I used to fund my college education, some of it. Years later, I tried to buy it back from him. He really wasn't interested in selling it, but he needed a place to keep it. So it ended up back in my garage, in my home, which it sits now, partly disassembled. But, I think once I started college and I just didn't have the time or the money really to ride. And when I finished college, which was in 1983, when I ended up going on the trip to the Baja Peninsula, my younger brother Frankie had a Honda 750. I rode his motorcycle. I took his motorcycle on that trip. And again, when I got back, it was starting a business with my father and my brothers, a heavy equipment business and construction business. So just the responsibilities of, starting a business and the time involved, I really didn't get the extra time to just get out on a bike and, cruise around. And then I ended up getting married, and again, between the time and the money and the responsibility, you just didn't find the time to get on the bike. And then we had my son Ralph, and then raising my son, start to think, is it really prudent to be out there? Well, he had asked to ride. He wanted to learn how to ride a motorcycle. So at that point, it kind of rekindled my interest again on riding, teaching him how to ride. So we found a used bike. I found him a used BMW, and I taught him on that. And I got to ride it a little bit. He rode a little bit. My older brothers, his brother-in-law had a Harley. He was selling, an older gentleman that wasn't riding anymore. He was in his 70s. So I ended up getting that Harley for Ralphie, put him on the Harley. And I ended up taking the BMW. And in doing that, in a way, teaching him how to ride got me back into riding. And now that he's old enough and he can support himself and he can do his own thing, my responsibilities are backed off a little bit. I still like to keep an eye on him, make sure he's doing the right thing, but my responsibility of raising him is basically, it's on him now. So now I have the time to, spend time back on the motorcycle. So it's kind of come full circle. As far as the age, I think as long as you can put your helmet on and you feel that your reflexes are good enough, I don't think there's any reason to stop riding. You know,
You ever consider buying a trike if you get too old?
I never really thought of a trike. I mean, the idea of a trike, I don't see myself on a trike, 2 wheels.